how are you supposed to get a pick? Right?
Yeah,
like you just don't.
You're not gonna do that.
So you need to play this composition, you know, from a position of power. If you're playing from ahead, if you're first to the objective, you cool down for Kog'Maw. When that is up, you shield, you walk forward, you try to get as much poke as possible. Exactly. And then you have to be really careful about the windows where it's on cooldown, because the cooldown is very long early and your power is extremely low. Ooh, don't like Licorice really going back in with that Fear Tether about to proc, but does end up making the trade okay. Now it's just a question of, can FlyQuest actually get back to the tower?
Okay, they're going in. Viego's about to die here at the very start. That was not what they needed. Flash over the wall from Spica is too late. TSM, they end up losing both, and it works out for FlyQuest.
Nicely done. The TP huge there from Palafox. Because Viego's losing all the farm here, right? Yeah. He's getting zoned off early. He's also down on health, and he's already level 3. So to be honest, Licorice went this too early. He would have had to wait a little bit longer. Of course, if you wait too long, then the TP comes through, they just back off, and you...
Yeah. If they end up having Spica there at the wrong time, things just go very bad, very fast. Power of Evil getting jumped on. So his trading's not going to be the most effective, as Huni is pretty far forward here. Going to find himself in the middle of 3 different players from FlyQuest. He's already dead. The TP comes in from Power of Evil, but it's not in time, and Huni just gives over some free money. Yeah, Licorice, this is not good. That was...
Huni may be close to level 6. If he hits 6, Licorice is for sure just dead.
Oh, but Sword Art's now in trouble. He's the one getting jumped on. Palafox with the stolen Leona ulti from a level 4 Leona. That feels the worst, but it doesn't feel as bad as this. Spica grabbing another kill on Licorice, and look at all the minions he's going to lose now, too.
That is brutal. You just become someone better, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're just a sack of garbage at this point, but... if your team can kill off someone that's, you know, a Lamborghini, well, all of a sudden you're in the driver's seat, baby.
It's called a garbage can, not a garbage can not. Even if you're having a bad game, it don't mean that you can't climb out of that
positivity
to the game. Exactly, my friend. There's that world champion mental we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Going for him, too. All right, well, here's that earlier pick. Sword Art trying to match the roam. You know, he knew that a lot of people were heading up towards the top side, so they do get this kill. This is off of, you know, a longer sequence of plays. You know, the initial play was very good for FlyQuest, where Palafox is on the roam up, they catch Huni out, but then Licorice just stayed around too long. I think they want to fight for this, but I feel like they're just too late.
Yeah. Jose, he's in here, gets jumped over the Zenith Blade coming out from Sword Art. Sword Art now going to tank a bunch of damage. The Living Artillery comes down and guarantees they got enough damage for Jose to grab the kill, but now it's going to be a second one. Huni's already dead, and Licorice is approaching from the side. They will not find any more, but Sword Art and Spica make their way up into the top lane now. Remember, the Leona still not with a Solar Flare, and he misses the Zenith Blade. Sword Art is not having a good game of League of Legends here today. He will die yet again. Jose Dioto wanted to give the kill over to Johnson, and that's exactly what FlyQuest will do.
This Kog'Maw is going to be a problem. FlyQuest getting very far ahead. Yeah, Licorice is not having a fun game, but to be honest, he's just got to minimize his losses at this point. No need to really commit into a fight here.
Okay, he's backing away now.
But TSM lost the 2v2 straight up pretty hard, and I think that, you know, is less a whiff and more like a bad prediction, right? You're assuming that Johnson is going to juke one way or the other. I think he made the read that Johnson...
I like seeing that, especially considering the state of the game they played yesterday, right?
Yep.
You touched on it. They got perfect gamed by Cloud9. That's one of those situations where you can't just do a quick 20-minute VOD review and be like, okay, here's what went wrong. There's a lot of things going wrong there, but they're bouncing back wonderfully here, except, I caster cursed it. I'm sorry, poor little Lulu.
Licorice here, maybe going down again. They're sneaking around on it.
Okay. Huni's jumping in. Licorice has to use ulti and the flash to get away. He will survive this time. But plus, it goes back to the compositions and what you were talking about them earlier, right? Jose Dioto going in for the bear slap here on the enemy AD carry. Immediately has to run away because the numbers are not in his favor.
You utilize that to try to threaten.
Oh boy. And remember, he doesn't have the flash. There we go. He uses the ulti to escape, but they just have too much manpower down here. Speaking more defensive builds for Viego in general in pro play compared to solo queue. Not as much of the Kraken Slayer, Blade of the Ruined King, more of the Immortal Shield Bow and defensive items, but Licorice just going for that defensive.
If FlyQuest wants to fight, Licorice has got a TP pretty much now. And
okay, I mean, the TP's coming in, but it feels a little bit late. They're already grabbing the dragon to the side of TSM. Goodbye, or not quite. Jose Dioto staying alive thanks to the wild growth coming out there from the Lulu. Licorice looking for an opportunity to engage here in the flank. Finds a little bit of damage onto Huni. Remember, that Blade of the Ruined King is very good against these health time. Doesn't look like FlyQuest will be able to grab anybody here, or maybe? Okay, but TSM's ready. They got the counterattack already prepared to go. The stasis will keep Palafox alive, but he has to flash away. Here comes Huni over the wall, but Huni's all alone, and Huni's down. Palafox is on a rampage, and TSM, man, this game has had a couple of these moments for Huni. What are you doing? You can't be going in that crazy.
Yeah, Palafox, they thought they caught him, and they almost had him down, but he had the stasis available. He stays alive with that stopwatch. That's so valuable because he's got a huge bounty right now.
Death timers aren't terrible, but here's how it started with the stolen equalizer.
Yep, the stolen equalizer got dropped down. Honestly, not that threatening. It looked like it was going to be just a full disengage.
Yeah.
As we're back to live.
Oh,
no stopwatch now.
Okay, there is no way out this time around. He nearly takes Spica with him, but close doesn't count in League of Legends.
He's starting to come online. You can see the 2 items are completed.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, Spica's on the run, but Jose Dioto chasing right after him. Backs up a little bit here with a stolen equalizer, stopping Spica's escape route. But who's really in trouble? Living Artillery comes down. Palafox wanting to go in. Everfrost able to find the lockdown here with Huni swooping in for the counterattack. TSM, they find one. They're about to grab 2. And FlyQuest just goes too deep. The punish is there, and FlyQuest is on the run, having lost both solo laners. And TSM still having a 5-man strong squad. They're into the Baron.
Yeah. Had no vision to actually get in there and do anything. Now his W is back up. Will he commit to this? He wants to fight.
Oh man, this is going to be such a big moment here. Huni's going forward. Huni will be the first to die. Jose Dioto still alive with a bomb about to explode, but now he's ready to go. FlyQuest with a hero save right there.
And now can they get to the dragon in time? Because the dragon is spawning here. You want to see FlyQuest rushing down there. No FlyQuest, they hold them off. Here's the initial play. So the W is used just then, right? So it is now on cooldown. As we see them go for this engage, just watch Johnson throughout the fight. Like, all he's able to do is an AD Kog'Maw just throwing out ults. He can never get enraged. Zoned by the equalizer, then zoned by the culling. The W is going to be coming up here pretty shortly, but now you can't see anything. And
he's out of mana
ulti comes through. He's out of mana. He has no ability to really contribute, so I do think TSM used that so well, and they are back onto the Baron here. It's going down too slow, though, so FlyQuest will be here in time to fight it. Jose Dioto does have his flash.
Okay, Baron's at 40%. TSM backing away now. Teleport coming in from FlyQuest. Licorice has joined the fight. Once again, it's Palafox with a stolen equalizer. Lands onto a lot of TSM health bars. Power of Evil now at half HP, and the rest of the squad back. It doesn't really matter, but it's TSM back into the Baron pit here yet again. FlyQuest will be the ones who have to answer. Despite the fact that TSM have the double mark
no
in the
TP
competition, they are not clearing this out super quickly here. Sword Art, however, has already lost a chunk of his HP. Jose Dioto steps forward. He will see that it's about 4,000 HP. Jose's already leading the charge. Equalizer's brought down. Huni swooping into the back line, going after the AD carry, but it will not be enough. Huni's about to die here. Very at the start. Spica's grabbing the Baron. They go back over the wall. Spica's about to die. Huni's already dead now, too. They'll continue looking for more. Lost is at 100 HP. They're still looking for more. Licorice is about to redeem himself. You want to gank this man again? He is going to stomp you into the ground, baby. FlyQuest lose the Baron, but they take the Bud Light Ace.
Licorice taking the souls of everyone who's killed in this game. He's popping off the flank from the Viego. FlyQuest crushing through. TSM unable to get onto Johnson, and the Kog'Maw absolutely guts him. They're gonna take the game, Flowers.
That's all it takes, man. One good team fight. The Nocturne jumps in on the Kog'Maw, but not today. They were able to protect the President. They will win themselves this game, and FlyQuest take down TSM.
A really well-played game here from FlyQuest. Such an important win, even just for morale after yesterday, getting perfect gamed. They come back, they crush through TSM, putting them to, another loss here on this second week after their incredibly hot start.
Yeah.
I liked the draft, and I liked